Hi all, I am Soumya, Assistant Professor, Electrical and Electronics Department, Vedavyasa Institute of Technology. Here I am going to present the topic Tidal Power. I am including the contents: tidal energy, Earth-Moon system, types of tides, tidal generators, advantages and disadvantages of tidal power, major tidal plans in the world, global environmental impact, future scope and conclusion. What is tidal energy? Tidal energy is a form of hydropower that convert the energy of tides into useful forms of power. Mainly hydropower is converted into electricity. Tides are the waves caused due to the gravitational pull of moon and the sun. During high tides, the water flows into the dam, and during low tides, water flows out. Ocean tides are the periodic rise and fall of ocean water level occurs twice in each lunar day. During one lunar day, the ocean water level rises twice and falls twice. The time interval between a consecutive low tide and high tide is 6.20 hours. Tidal range is the difference between consecutive high tide and low tide. High tide and low tide is a two part of the tides. Figure shows the Earth-Moon system. We can analyze that Earth and Moon, which is in between the Earth and Moon, gravitational attraction is there. Due to the gravitational attraction, developing a small tide and high tide, which is lying always in the mean level. In lunar mass lineup with the Earth-Moon system, high tides are generated, and the landmass lineup with 90 degree to the Earth-Moon system, low tides are generated. The low tide and high tides are the part of tides, and two high tides and two low tides are. There are two high tides and two low tides during each period of the rotation of the Earth. And the type of two tides are spring tides and neap tides. First one is spring tides. When the sun and moon are in line, their gravitational attraction on the earth combines and cause as spring tides. The figure shows the spring tides. Another one is neap tides. When they are as positioned in 90 degree from each other, that is earth and moon, which is 90 degree from each other, then neap tides are generated. Their gravitational attraction each pulls water in different directions, causing a neap tide. Figure shows the neap tides. The another section is a tidal generators. Tidal generators which produce the tidal power. And the working principle of the tidal generator is, it consists of a turbine and an electric generator, that is an alternator. Turbines or windmill-like blades are installed on the ocean floor. Turbine and generator are connected directly by a gearbox. Due to kinetic or potential energy of a seawater, the turbines rotate. Generator rotates and produces electricity. At shore, electricity can be distributed. The main classification of tidal generators are tidal stream generators, tidal barrages, dynamic tidal generator, and tidal current turbines. First one is a tidal stream generator. Figure shows the tidal stream generator. It makes use of kinetic energy of moving water. Its design is similar to wind turbines. Its performance is very better, and major two type of tidal steam generators are axial turbines and vertical and horizontal axis cross flow turbines. This is a tidal stream generator overview. Another is tidal barrages. It makes use of potential energy of seawater. Difference in water level between barrage and sea is used to produce tidal energy or tidal power. It consists of turbines, sluice gate, a basin to store water, etc. These are the main parts of the tidal barrages: turbine, sluice gate, and a basin store water, etc. During high tides, the basin is filled through sluice gate. Figure shows the sluice gate and the barrage. At the bottom side, there have a turbine, and right side it has a basin to store the water. Another one is a dynamic tidal generator. Dynamic tidal power is an untired but promising technology, an interaction between potential and kinetic energies in tidal flows. Very long dams like 30 to 50 kilometer length from coast to coast are needed. By this, tidal phase difference are introduced across the dam. This is a dynamic tidal generator which is not frequently used. And another one is a tidal current turbine. Figure shows the tidal current turbines. It makes the use of kinetic energy of moving water to power turbines. It operates during flood and ebb tides. It consists of a rotor, gearbox and a generator. These are the three major parts mounted onto the supporting structure. There are three main type structures. First one is a gravity structure, second one is a piled structure and third one is a floating structure. This is a tidal current turbine. The main advantages of tidal energy are, it is an inexhaustible source of energy. Tidal energy is environment friendly energy and doesn't produce greenhouse gases, which prevent always the greenhouse gases. As 71% of Earth's surface is covered by the water, there is a scope to generate this energy to a large scale. We can predict the rise and fall of tides as they follow cyclic fashion. Another advantage is efficiency of tidal power is far greater as compared to coal, solar or wind energy. Its efficiency is around 80%. Although cost of construction of tidal power is high, but maintenance costs are relatively low. Tidal energy doesn't require any kind of fuel to run. The life of tidal energy power plant is very long. The energy density of tidal energy is relatively higher than other renewable energy source, which is one of the tidal energy is one of the best and renewable energy source. The main disadvantages of tidal energy are, the cost of construction of tidal power plant is very high. There are very few ideal locations for construction of plant and they too are localized to coastal regions only. Intensity of sea waves is unpredictable and there can be damage to power generation units. And another advantage is influences aquatic life adversely and can disrupt migration of fish. The actual generation is for a short period of time. The tides only happen twice a day, so electricity can be produced only for that time. This transmission is expensive and difficult. Tidal power transmission is more expensive. The major tidal power plants in the world is shown in the figure. The global environmental impact of tidal energy is, a tidal power scheme is a long-term source of energy. A proposal for the Severn barrage, if built, has been projected to save 18 million tons of coal per year of operation. This decreases the output of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. I am already mentioned. If fossil fuel resources is likely to decline during the 21st century as predicted by Hubble peak theory, tidal power is one of the alternative source of energy that will need to be developed to satisfy the human demand of energy. The future scope of tidal energy is, in a society with increasing energy needs, it is becoming more and more important to have alternative source of power to keep up with the ever-growing energy demand. The capacity of tidal energy exceeds that of coal and oil and is renewable. The Department of Energy has shown great enthusiasm in regards to tidal power as the perfect energy source of the future. And the conclusions, tidal power is a proven technology and has the potential to generate significant amounts of energy, electricity at certain sites around the world. Although our entire electricity needs could never be met by the tidal power alone, it can be individual source of renewable energy. Tidal energy is a promising renewable energy source available to the world. So I thank you all.